Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. With that, it's time for Super Bowl 54, and we'll send you now to Miami, standing by to call their fourth Super Bowl together. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season, and now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past, and tonight we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight it's all on the line. We play four.
You ready? Let's go. They ain't ready for us.
The Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the first time.
All right. I see you.
The Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the first time.
Huh? Cool. Okay.
AFC champion Houston Texans taking on yet another AFC team in the Indianapolis Colts. The first Super Bowl of the new decade, Super Bowl 54, is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Deshaun Watson and the Texans heading out for their first possession of Super Bowl 54. A lot of people wondered if Watson would take the leap in year 3. Well, he did, as he's got the Texans in the Super Bowl for the first time in franchise history. On first down, it's Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Watson. Johnson's got it complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to have a third down. And let's go through the starting defense for Indianapolis.
Justin Houston is truly one of the elite pass rushers in the league. Knows how to get to the quarterback with a variety of moves.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Play action for Miller. Now Watson buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Forced out to his left. Open there is QT, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. On second down, it's Hines. And some space here. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I know a lot of coaches like the toss play because they think it can be a real momentum shifter. Get the ball to that back who can get to the corner and turn it upfield. And on this play, that's exactly what they got, including a first down.
run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 45 on second down, Brissett. Ebron caught left side. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play. If you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Brissett. Short little throw to Ebron. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a first down. Brissett on first down. He's got Jack Doyle. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. No score after 1 on EA Sports. To throw again on second down. Brissett. To the right side to Eric Ebron. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Looking to throw again on second down. Brissett, the quick slant caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. From the 3 now. Here they come on 3rd and goal. Looking to run with Mack. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense. Countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft. And able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts? Come on, what does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson being chased out left. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells, and it's 3rd and short.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going for it. It's Watson. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, that's one of those in-between spots where you like to rely on analytics. Did you like the decision to go for it?
Frankly, I did, because you know I'm an aggressive guy. But that the analytics and the old school go by your feel, that's got to marry up a little bit better, because that one felt like an analytics call that someone didn't have confidence in. You know, normally this coach, I think he would have punted the ball.
Yeah, calculated risk. It didn't work out. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Play fake. Brissett. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target, but it'll be second and goal. Another shot from the one on second and goal. Brissett. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Throwing, Brissett. And he's going to go down again.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on second and goal, a sack on third and goal. Now brings up a decision on fourth down.
So scores on their first two possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Now, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now and get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Football going back to the Houston Texans. Got another AFC South title this year. Their 4th in 5 seasons. No early exit in the playoffs. They came back to beat Buffalo in OT in the wild card round. Then that stunning 24-0 lead against Kansas City in KC. And you have to imagine they're going to be seeing Patrick Mahomes in their dreams all offseason. Probably a lot of nightmares.
Yeah, I mean, without a doubt. Kind of reminds you of a Metallica song, doesn't it? Right? I mean, with those kind of nightmares, you don't want to go to sleep. But I go back to something you mentioned earlier. Another AFC South title. Their 4th in 5 years. That's a lot of success that I don't think they get credit for because they haven't had that super deep run in the playoffs. They got to, what, the divisional round this year in Kansas City with a chance to go to the AFC title game with a 24-0 lead. If that happens, I think we look back at this Houston franchise in a little bit different light instead of kind of short shrift. Hey, 4 titles in 5 years in the division, but what do they have to show for it? That's the tough part for Houston.
On first down, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Wide open receiver complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Again, it's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You just feel it.
So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. The never-tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Brissett on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. First down, Brissett. And this is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton once again the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, it's Brissett. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Brissett to throw on 1st. Escaping the pressure right. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down. Throwing again on second down. Brissett steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
Let's get off the field.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Brissett again. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get down.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
From his goal line here, Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he will be taken down with a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. He finds his target, Fuller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards that time. Down from Colts territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have... And look at this! They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Watson. And they're going to get it. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The sack by Marcus Hunt. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than the...
And he is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th.
This is similar to baseball where you want the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Houston defense we watch as they get set to go. And the interception the last time they were out there ended up leading to a touchdown.
So the only thing they didn't get really was the pick 6. Because that's what everyone wants. Take it immediately to the end zone. But their offense capitalized on the takeaway and turned it into the 6 points they were looking for.
Yeah, set them up pretty, got the touchdown. Now they're back out there defensively. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Brissett. Ebron with it over the middle. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Brissett looks to throw. He's got it to Hilton. They find some open field here. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. We've had some wild Super Bowl finishes recently. 49 in Arizona, 51 in Houston, now this one. From the red zone now, Brissett. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. After the interception, here's Watson, eluding the pressure right. And the catch made by Johnson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 50, it's Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Watson now to throw. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts him up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive, 4 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Colts now down 14-6, 23 seconds to go. And they have to have a touchdown to level this Super Bowl as they come up on 1st down.
Here we go, get off the field.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And the Lone Star State has a new champion.
Never left your side, I kept it real whenever I saw you. Why is it so